Reframing hardships. Turning obstacles into growth. Life is unpredictable. You will face setbacks, failures, and losses. But instead of seeing them as unfair punishments, what if you saw them as opportunities to grow? Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that obstacles aren't roadblocks, they are the path forward. Every challenge contains a lesson, and every hardship is an opportunity to develop resilience, patience, and wisdom. For example, if you lose a job, instead of seeing it as a disaster, view it as a chance to explore better opportunities. If someone criticizes you, instead of feeling hurt, ask yourself if there's a lesson in their words that could help you improve. If you experience failure, don't see it as a dead end. See it as part of the process of success. The moment you shift your perception, stress and frustration lose their grip on you. You stop seeing life as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something that happens for you. How to train your mind to see clearly. Changing the way you perceive life doesn't happen overnight. It requires daily practice. Here's how you can start. Pause before reacting. When something upsets you, take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I seeing this situation clearly, or am I letting my emotions distort reality? Detach from negative stories. Often, we make situations worse by adding our own negative narratives. Instead of assuming the worst, try to view things objectively. Find the hidden benefit. Every challenge contains a lesson. When facing a problem, ask yourself, how can this make me stronger? What can I learn from this? Adopt a long-term perspective. Many things that upset us today won't even matter in a year. When in doubt, zoom out and see the bigger picture. Final thought, perception is power. Mastering perception means mastering your emotions. When you train yourself to see life through a Stoic lens, you become unshaken by the ups and downs of existence. Instead of reacting impulsively, you respond with wisdom. Instead of feeling defeated by challenges, you use them as stepping stones to growth. The world around you won't always change, but the way you see it can. And when you change your perception, you change your reality. Tip 3. Control your reactions. Respond, don't react. No matter how much we try to control life, unexpected situations will always arise. People will be rude, plans will fall apart, and challenges will come when we least expect them. But here's the truth. It's not the situation that affects us. It's our reaction to it. The Stoics believe that emotional suffering often comes from impulsive reactions, rather than the events themselves. When we let anger, frustration, or fear take over, we give our power away. Instead of acting with wisdom, we react with impulse, and later regret it. That's why one of the greatest Stoic practices is learning to pause before reacting and choose a response that aligns with your values. How to control your reactions. Like a Stoic practice, the pause. Before reacting emotionally, take a deep breath. Give yourself a moment to step back and see the situation clearly. Ask yourself, will this matter in a day, a month, or a year? Most of the time, the answer is no. Don't let others control you. If someone insults you or tries to provoke you, remember, their words have no power unless you give them meaning. Instead of reacting with anger, remain indifferent, because true strength lies in self-control. Choose your response wisely. Before you speak or act, ask yourself, am I responding with wisdom, or am I letting emotions control me? The ability to respond calmly rather than react impulsively is a sign of true mastery. Mastering your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It means understanding them and guiding them with wisdom. The Stoics teach us that we cannot control the world, but we can control how we see it. Perception, what we focus on, attention, and how we respond, reaction. By separating what you can control, shifting your perception, and mastering your reactions, you will develop a mindset that remains steady in any storm. True strength isn't about eliminating emotions. It's about harnessing them to serve you, rather than being a slave to them. Emotional mastery is a lifelong journey, but every small step you take brings you closer to becoming unshakable. So start today. Pause before reacting, reframe challenges, and choose calm over chaos. Because once you master your mind, you master your life. Imagine you're stuck in traffic on the way to an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, the drivers around you, or the time you'll arrive. But you can control your reaction. You can sit in frustration, honking the horn, or you can take a deep breath, accept the situation, and use the time wisely, perhaps by listening to an audiobook or planning your next steps. The outcome is the same, but the experience is completely different depending on your mindset. This lesson is important in both personal life and business. Many entrepreneurs face setbacks, market changes, failed deals, or competition. Those who waste energy complaining about these problems get stuck. But those who focus on solutions, learning, and taking action move forward. The greatest business minds understand this truth. They don't waste time on uncontrollable factors. They adapt, adjust, and improve. Marcus Aurelius also teaches us to accept life as it comes. He wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs." This means that everything happening right now, whether good or bad, is part of your journey. Instead of fighting reality, learn to work with it. If a plan fails, find another way. If someone disappoints you, let it go and move forward. One way to practice this lesson is to make 2 lists, one for things you can control and another for things you cannot. Every time you feel stressed, ask yourself which list the problem belongs to. If it's something you cannot control, remind yourself to let it go. If it's something you can change, take action. Over time, this mindset will give you more peace and power over your life. Lesson 3. Train your mind to stay strong in any situation. Marcus Aurelius believed that true strength comes from within. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This means that no matter what happens in life, we always have the power to control our thoughts and actions. A strong mind is not built in comfort. It is built by facing challenges with wisdom and discipline. Life is unpredictable. We will face setbacks, failures, and hardships. Some people let difficulties break them, while others use them as fuel to grow stronger. The difference is mental resilience. Imagine 2 business owners. One faces a financial crisis and gives up, blaming the economy. The other faces the same crisis, but sees it as a chance to rethink strategies, adapt, and come back stronger. The situation is the same, but the mindset is different. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that our success depends on how we train our minds to handle challenges. He also reminds us not to waste energy on things that don't matter. He wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This is not meant to be depressing. It is a call to focus on what is truly important. We often stress over small problems, gossip, or negative opinions. But if we remember that life is short, we stop wasting time on meaningless distractions and start living with purpose. To build a strong mind, practice daily discipline. When you feel frustrated, pause before reacting. When faced with failure, ask, "What can I learn from this?" When dealing with negativity, remind yourself that only your response matters. The more you train yourself to think this way, the stronger your mind will become. Marcus Aurelius understood that true success comes from inner control, not external circumstances. When we master our minds, we master our lives. Keep training your thoughts, keep pushing forward, and keep focusing on what truly matters. Subscribe to Stoic Sage Wisdom for more life-changing philosophy. Like this video, comment your thoughts below, and let's continue this journey to wisdom together.